Hey, folks, welcome back to Vegas. Matt Perrault with you here on playpicks.com, and it's time to talk the SEC championship game. But before that, remember playpicks.com/bonus, playpicks.com/bonus. Great site, great New Jersey sports information, and those free bonuses, those no deposit bonuses right now. I mean, some of them are literally free money. They're giving you money. You can't leave money on the table here, folks. This is the end of football season. The college season is coming to a rapid close. It's a bummer because we've done really good this year here on playpicks.com picking college games. Here we are with the SEC championship. So definitely check it out before you bet this game. Playpicks.com/bonus, all the great New Jersey sportsbook information and those no deposit bonuses. Okay, so here we are with Alabama and Georgia. This is a game. DraftKings got it at -13. We're going to look at a total. It's 52.5. Alabama back in this game again under Nick Saban, 7-4. This is a team that does really well in this situation. Alabama's not lost this game since the second year of Nick Saban's tenure. They're not going to lose this game, okay? The question is whether or not they're going to cover the line. There are massive national championship playoff implications to this game for Georgia. The Bulldogs come in with a record that you go, all right, how good is Georgia? How good are the Bulldogs? And some of the numbers that you got for Georgia are interesting. Let's go through some of the team stats here for the Bulldogs, okay? They're 11th in scoring offense, 39.6 points per game, right? It's a good number. They're giving up only 18.7 points per game. That's 14th. You're going, all right. They're putting up about 478 yards of offense. You're like, okay, Jake Fromm, I see you. You got some offense. You're running the ball, throwing the ball down the field defensively, only giving up 317 yards. So you're thinking to yourself, okay, this is not that bad. But the problem I've got with this football team is you start looking at what they've done against the number, and you start looking at the way that they've played of late, and you're going, okay, so they covered against Georgia Tech. They didn't cover against UMass, but you start looking at some of these games, and they've been favored in almost all of them. I mean, literally all of them. This is the first time this season that Auburn's going to be that Georgia's going to be an underdog to Alabama. So this to me is an interesting spot because how will this team deal with the fact that nobody is going to be picking them to win, knowing they have to win? What's interesting is also the timing of this game. So Oklahoma and Texas will play the game before this one. So Georgia will go in with a pretty good idea. So if Auburn had lost, let's just say Oklahoma loses. If Oklahoma loses, well, then you have an opportunity to go. If you're Georgia, you're like, hey, okay, we could play our way into the playoffs. So maybe that pushes them a little bit. Maybe that gets them fired up. But let's just play it out as if Oklahoma wins. Oklahoma's going to get in because, look, I'm sorry that we're just going to see Georgia in this game. Georgia's going to lose. And let's look at the Alabama numbers, and I can tell you why Georgia's going to lose. Alabama's the second best scoring offense in the country, 48.9 points. But the real thing that comes down to this game, what jumps out at me, is the fact that, well, Georgia's facing the number 2 scoring defense in the country. So number 2 offense, number 2 defense scoring. Yikes. 13.5 points per game given up for Alabama, 283.8 yards per game given up by that defense. Unbelievable. Only 4.2 yards per offensive play given up by the Tide. We spend so much time talking about Tua and the touchdowns and his passing ability, the lefty, the mobility, running the ball, throwing the ball. It's a shock to us because we're not used to Alabama being this good on offense. But we forget the defense for Alabama is the calling card and has been the calling card of this team for the entire Nick Saban run, right? Running the football, stopping you. You can't do much against these guys who have NFL caliber defensive linemen and guys in the secondary. This is a tough matchup for Georgia. I don't think this game's going to be close. I know it's a square play. I know people are going to look at this and go, everyone's going to be on Alabama -13. But if you give me under 14 points for the Crimson Tide, who have not played a close game yet this year, I'm sorry. This is blowout city to me. They beat Auburn 52-21. They beat Mississippi State 24-0. They beat LSU 29-0. I don't think in the fourth quarter this game is even close. Alabama is just too talented on both sides of the football, and the common denominator here for me is the LSU game. In the LSU game, Georgia, well, they went to LSU and lost 36-16. They put up 16 points, and they gave up 36 to Joe Burrow and that offense in Death Valley. Alabama, 29-0. It was 16-0. I know late in the third, and then the fourth quarter got away from them. But literally LSU couldn't get first downs. They couldn't move the ball at all. And that was at home in front of their crowd with a rocking atmosphere. This is going to be a neutral field. Atlanta, look, it's Georgia's home state, but there's going to be tons of Crimson Tide fans there. Maybe 50-50, maybe 60-40. We'll see what the breakout really ends up being, but that won't really matter here. Alabama's going to steamroll here. I'm going to lay the points. 13 points. Alabama's been crushing everybody here. They're covering these lines when they're under 20, 21. They're coming through with flying colors. I'm laying the points. Roll Tide. Alabama big over Georgia in the SEC championship game. So guys, remember to go to playpicks.com/bonus, playpicks.com/bonus. All those great New Jersey sportsbook information, and those no deposit bonuses, which are awesome. And also do us a favor, hit subscribe if you could here on our channel for YouTube. Go down below, hit the little subscribe button and click on it, because we're trying to get to 1,000 subscribers, trying to keep you guys informed, trying to keep you guys going with all these games. We've done a great job. Matt Brown's been on fire in the NFL. I've been doing decently here in college football. I want to have a great championship week. We want to have a great championship bowl season, playoff games coming up and whatnot. So do us a favor, hit subscribe if you like what we're doing here on playpicks.com.